Episode 80, big boy, Tony. I'm up and about, Tony. Do you know why I'm up and about? I'm a little erect. You know why? It's not because Mardo's here. It's not because Taz is here. It's not because I'm a poisonous bastard who actually early crowed the UK last night, Tony. How did we go, Tazzy, Tony? What did we do last night?
You going to talk it up, Tony, or mate?
Yeah, you can fire away, Taz. Fire away.
Well, we had a winner and a place getter. So the winner was, you could have got about $4.50. The place getter played $4. And good old Pezza goes in and says, oh, goodness me, look at that. We're up and about.
Yeah.
Sprinkle some Roundup. Here we go. Put it out there. Bang. The next two, seriously?
Old Roundup was all up and about because I had the Yankee for 22 going.
Well,
and we were looking good 2 from 2 there. And all of a sudden, old Poisonous Pez stopped that pretty abruptly. But, Tone, it's not because of that about the UK, but we got the great man back. Now, we put a line through, Mardo, didn't we, Tone?
Yeah, yes, he was there and then he was gone and he's back.
Well, he's not back because he's going to talk about his quaddies, but he's still working for those who cannot be named. It's a little bit like Harry Potter and Voldemort. But we welcome him back because the great man threw out 2 tips yesterday, 2 winners.
Beautiful, wasn't it? Hope the Pirates got on. Get around them.
Yeah, well done. So Mardo's still skulking around in the bet thread, ladies and
Don't
gentlemen.
keep me out, mate. I've smashed down the door. I've barged in. I've gate crashed your party. I'm still around. I'm here until I tip a loser in the quaddie, boys.
Tazzy, I got a message from Barney yesterday.
What did it say?
I got 2 messages. The first one was, you're a fat cunt. Well, I don't know if I could say that on YouTube. You're a fat bastard. That was me. Yes. And then the second message, Taz, what did it say?
The second one, it said, I'm not following the fat guy.
Yes.
I'm going to only follow the champion guy.
That's right. No. Barney's just gone, I didn't get on your pickers, but I got on Mardo's 2 tips. Well done, Chase. You poofed up.
He's having Jason Dalcini, eh?
Can we say throwing up? I don't know.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, well, too late now. You've already said it.
All right. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, they're throwing up a few here and there, eh? Dalcini, $4 a place. I think that's how you say it.
Oh, Ashy, Ashy Cobbler.
Yeah, Ash, yeah. Luke's floating around with his mail here and there as well.
Yeah. So get on the old Facebook page, like and subscribe the old YouTube channel because we want to get to 1,000 so we can earn 4 cents. But welcome back, Mardo, for this week and this week only. But we never know. You never know. You're always stalking about a bit.
Well, it's kind of a funny situation. If I lose, I'm out. Someone else gets a go. But do I really want to lose the quaddie for you? So I don't really want to lose.
Now,
but I'm still around. Every now and then something pops up in the bet thread from me. Just keep an eye out.
Tone was calling you a cockroach, not because of Sydney, but because you can never die.
You can't kill me off. I survived the Holocaust.
We've been trying, but it's like Tone's calling you a cockroach.
We're going to get the quaddie every week because Mardo's there.
Okay, boys, let me try to make ourselves. I always get to do that. I always want to try to make ourselves look a bit bigger.
Pezza, just out of curiosity,
always
what do you think? Pez, how are your fingernails these days?
Not good.
They're not very clean, are they?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so because you've only been picking your nose with those Pez's pickers.
The pickers will come good. Don't worry about that.
Give us at least one winner, mate. Give us a winner. How gutted are you?
I am pretty gutted.
Hang on. Yesterday you only won about 2K, but you put out 4 tips out on the page, 4 losers. But you know, but everything else you touched was gold.
Yeah, mate. No crying got me off to a great start in a 4-horse field. At 5-1. Old Freeman and Froggy knew it. Thanks very much. And then of course I get on old Lunar Hero or whatever the fuck it's called, and that wins at 5-1. And it was just an amazing day that everything I won except for the 4 that I put up saluted. It was a great day, mate. Then Mardo throws out a little double in the first and third last night at Honkers, which wins and caps off a nice little cherry day. And then I was all excited about the UK, and then I poisoned that.
So what you're telling me
Yeah.
is it's pretty hard when you're putting them on the page, isn't it?
Oh, mate, it's pretty hard when you put them up there, Marto, isn't it? When you
It's not easy, mate. It's the old share curse. You think you got a good thing, you share it, and it turns cold.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, I could have thrown out old no crying. I'm like, I can't really throw a tip out a 4-horse race. That's a bit rude. Wins.
You can when it's not the favourite.
Yeah, wow. I flogged the favourite. They come third at $1.95.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, Saigon, it hit the Hong Kong mattress all night long time. What happened?
No good.
No
Shocker. Terrible.
Jockey Reece
Absolutely.
Jones, you weren't happy?
Yeah, I think he had a moment. He had a moment there.
Right. Yeah, Reece
You
Jones.
won't go again.
You won't go
You
again on
got two,
Reece
though.
Jones, surely.
You
Surely
got
you
two
don't
in the
bet Reece
stone.
Do
Jones
it 2
again.
weeks in a row, Tone. You wouldn't go again, surely.
Eh?
Nah.
You've put a
he's
line
done.
through him after 2 shockers.
Yes, yeah.
All
yeah,
right, good,
yeah,
good,
he's done.
good. Right.
He's finished.
It's that.
Now,
Good to hear.
talking about a shocker, Pez's push. I don't know what our deal with me was doing, but I think it was just running around. I think it was just running. Like,
I could hear the music.
around.
Fezza, no, there was music when it was running because it was
Yeah.
on the merry-go-round.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Did you hear the music?
I reckon it was just out there for a laugh, like just having a bit of a frolic.
Yeah.
I don't think it realised that people's money were on because it was fucking no chance. It
None.
was horrendous. And the Greek Freeze, a rare miss. You weren't you peacock yourself after your little tip last week in the Morphettville?
Look, I wasn't my peacocky self, but I was still peacocking. But that said, unfortunately, yeah, the hidden legend remained hidden.
Yeah. It's still a legend.
I wouldn't sack it though.
Wouldn't sack it, but I don't know what some of these jocks are thinking running these horses too far back on Morphettville at the parks.
I don't know what they're
Do
thinking.
they
either, to be
realise
honest,
they're at the
but,
parks track where there's that extreme bias towards the one-off
yeah,
rail, and they're gonna if you're gonna be around the first 3 to be a chance?
I think the problem. Because I think the problem is they're probably watching superimposed videos before the race, and they think that's what they're riding. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Crazy,
I
but
know,
anyway,
okay.
it was what it was.
that's showing our age there. Very good. Now talking about showing our age, we hit the quaddy, Marto Sabais. We lose $3.
We win
Well
when we
done.
lose, right?
Marto, we
We
won the
win
quaddy, mate.
We did win the quaddy. We lost.
We lost $3.70.
I mean, it's like kissing your sister or having a draw. You know, you win, but you lose.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
neither here nor there. But it means you get to go around again next week.
That's like Marto. That's like Tony used to say about
Yeah,
kissing
Tony.
his sister too. Like at the end of the day, it feels a bit uncomfortable. It feels wrong, but deep down, it's just wrong.
I won with the quaddy boys. I won
What?
$7 because I only went two horses in Marto's leg.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I won $7.
Well done.
You threw
Yeah,
out his
you
ruffy.
You could have made
It was
that leg a bit
huge.
skinny.
Oh, mate.
It was the
Now-
best $7 I've got.
Oh, mate. I heard, and
Tell you
we
what.
should. Tone, did you get the message of the peacock himself telling us he's going to send us $1.60?
Yeah, Hey, it was
He's
easy.
going to share the
He's gonna-
profits.
he's going to share his profits with us.
Yeah.
It's just as well he's living when he's living now and not in the Middle Ages because they'd hang you for treason.
Yes.
Jeez, you know, like,
And-
bloody hell.
And Tone, typical Greek, I didn't see $1.60 jump in.
You didn't put the accounts so I could transfer the money.
Oh,
and let's be
fucking-
honest, hey,
Your
I
uncle
wasn't giving you
fucking,
$1.60,
your
it
uncle
was $1.50.
Rico's got the fucking accounts.
it was $1.45, by the way. I was giving you $1.45. Don't ask
Hey,
for extra.
What's a Greek name, Tassie?
Uh.
What's a Greek name? I don't know a Greek. What's a real Greek name?
A real Greek name? Archilea.
Huh?
Archilea.
Ahilea's got all our numbers. So, you know, just give us a few credit card numbers, does old uncle. Anyway, Tassie, you're up. You ready?
I am ready to go.
Now, I hope this isn't a self-indulgent tip like last week was.
No. Well, I don't mind being, a bit peacocky, hidden legend. I am going to Doomben.
Profit?
No, well, we made plenty of that. But
Was
what
a
I
bit-
have been is I have been a little bit self-indulgent because I have been rolling in the mauler. So I bought a few little bits and pieces. And Lord and behold, as I'm going through the form, looking all across the country,
Oh,
I see this thing and I think, not only is it an omen bet,
oh.
but it's got really good form. And it's trained by my man, Tony.
Yeah, you love Tony.
It's only had 4
Yeah.
starts. Admittedly, last start it was in an open class. It carried 58 and won. It's still in an open class. It drops 4 kilos. I don't see this race being any harder. I see it being a little bit fitter.
Mm,
I know that Sam Collett's riding it. She
mm.
has ridden it once before for a win. I think it's to go.
Oh.
It's a competitive race. It maps well. There should be a
I'll
lot of
back it.
speed on. I think the top 3 will be chasing the speed. And this one just behind it,
Mm.
at the end of it, self-indulgent, peacock back, cop shit from me all week next week.
A typical Golan ride, you reckon it's going to be about three or 4 pairs back, pop out in the corner and just get over the top.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah. No, self-indulgent. I like it. I love self-indulging. You know, that's about the only fun we have these days, isn't it, Tone?
That it is. That it is.
Yeah.
It's coming out of my favourite barrier 10 with a spunk
Well-
rat on board. It can't help but win. Probably jump at 250
Oh,
because Taz will
No,
have
no,
a
no.
ride on it.
yeah.
eh?
Yeah,
But
Uncle
look, you know
Leah.
where you said about self-indulgent. A friend of mine, I don't know if I can say this or not,
Oh,
but you know what he says about masturbation. It's the
Ooh.
sport of the kings. So it's a sport of the kings. You can't lose. So I'm going to self-indulge with this one.
I don't know what to say, mate. I've got around
Can't
no.
say it. Sorry.
I don't know where to go with that one.
No, Jesus
It
Christ.
was pretty handy though, wasn't it?
Ah,
Ah,
There it is.
there he is.
yeah, I don't mind that. That was a nice little comeback there. Oh, there we go. Now, Marto, you keen on self-indulgent? Do you know? Have you had a look?
I haven't had a look, but I am
Right.
another fan of Tony Gollan. I mean, look
Yeah,
what he did with
right,
F-Trip
yeah.
last week. F-Trip has been dead, buried, gone, and springs back to a win last week. So Tony Gollan's a champion Queensland trainer, mate.
Absolutely.
If anyone's going to get it up and about and ready, Tony Gollan's the one in
Yeah,
Queensland.
no, I think you're sort of right there. I think you can't sort of go wrong with old Tone.
It's hard to,
that's
yeah.
right.
And Sam College is a good rider too.
Yeah, she
She's
rides for
on the
Golan.
fly.
Don't worry about that. And
Yeah.
she's, you know, there's a couple of times when Golan has 2 or 3 in the race and she's riding the one about 10 to 12 and gets up over the
That's
top
the
of
one that
the
wins.
hot pot.
Yeah, mate.
So, yeah, you wouldn't say, oh, geez, Semi Collett's on. You wouldn't think that's anything wrong with that at all.
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not a
Uh,
bad tip, Taz. Well done,
Yeah.
mate. Good luck.
we're staying north,
Thanks,
even
Marto.
though the first leg is a great looking race on paper, but it's really all about the, geez, I don't know, this horse could be pretty special, Tone. This could be like you when you're about 22 running around Launceston, just like a big fucking stud, like a big Brahma bull, like a big bull from Rockhampton, just roaring around Tasmania.
Those big rocky bulls.
Yeah, you were the big Rocky Bull back then there, big boy. And this could be anything, this horse, absolutely anything. Race number 7, the first leg of the Quaddy Tassie. You're taking us away
Yes.
again. You're 3 in a row.
I am 3 in a row, and this one here is one of my favourite horses. Last season I was on it, and I've already got the futures going this year. Espiona should actually just brain them. Now,
Right.
should just brain them. That's all there is. However, just like we got Animo beat and we found Overpass, if for any particular reason Espiona gets caged up, like if 6 of them just want to just sit around and not let her out and just
It
plot,
does happen. It does happen.
which could happen,
Mm.
I've gone with Hinged, the
Ooh.
Waller trained Hinged. And the reason I've gone with Hinged is I think that it's a horse on the up, and I do like the booking of the jockey. I think Kathy O'Hara has more opportunity in trying to win
Mm.
than rather than trying to ride for the bookies. So I think that she's on a horse where she's going to actually try
Mm.
her best
Mm.
to put her name forward in a big race.
Mm.
So if I'm looking at one that might beat it, I'm going with Hinged, but really Espiona should just brain them.
Right.
It
So-
looks special.
best of the rest, you've gone hinged. You've put a line through one of Pez's old goes, 4 moves ahead.
Yeah, 4 moves ahead, Marto. If it's got a bit of a soft, if it's a soft 7, it
I know
might
that.
get some of my money.
I think
gotta be a
it's going to
soft
get some
7.
rain there, but how do you beat Espiona? I mean, like you said,
There's a few in there. There's look, I don't think anything beats it, but I just think if I'm going to take one, because there's a Fangirl.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that.
Go.
Barney's old
what's that
man will
one?
be on the Zuzarella.
Zuzarella.
Yes,
I
yes.
tipped you into
I
Zuzarella
like
the
that.
first time.
I
Do you
like
remember that one?
You
Yeah,
did.
yes.
And then, of course, you got another Timmy Clark on the Waterhouse Bolt. Tillerman, we had a barrier one. But yeah, she's a good race. Joe Lee, of course, up in class here. He's a bit of a country horse, but, hasn't done anything wrong. It's a great race. And I just hope Espiona just brains them, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though it gets us away to a pretty skinny quaddie. I sort of miss having, I wasn't a real Winks guy. I wasn't. I know Winks was phenomenal and absolutely off the charts, but I was more of a Black Caviar man myself. But it'd be great to see like a young horse just sort of come and go, yep, I'm the one you got to come and chase now, arseholes. And this thing at Flemington last year, holy shit, was it impressive. Like, I've watched that side little camera so many times, and it's amazing watch. 6 lengths quicker than standard it ran that day, which is just like, for a horse in its second start, you just don't do that. You can't do that.
No, you don't.
That's 6 lengths quicker than open times.
Yeah. Well, Pez, one of our Polty followers, Pagey.
Pagey, yeah.
He's a big fan of this. He's a big fan of this horse as well.
Yep.
But for me, Coolangatta Gold, Espiona, into the futures.
Yep.
Money in the bank. That's all I'm waiting on. Just money in the bank. Maybe not this one today, coming up on this Saturday, but the All-Star Mile, even in the Cox Plate. I just think that who are we looking at? Very Elegant. Yeah, it's probably racing on the same card, but let's see this one.
Yeah, she's the one that would beat Very Elegant. You'd think that, wouldn't you? I mean, Very Elegant's a champion, but 1600 might be a little bit too sharp with Espiona come flying home.
Yeah,
that's it.
And pretty easy too. I don't think it's ever been
seems that way. Yes, she loves the wet track.
Yeah. And Tone's in the second leg. He's getting us. So this is a great little.
Tone, what do we got?
Colding's coming back, Tone. Put a line through it. 1, 3, 5, and 9. You're on big there, big boy.
Yes. Nashville Willer's on the fave at the moment, isn't he? The top weight. Think it over. Cascadian. I can't leave Cascadian out.
No, it's killed us in the past.
Look, it has destroyed us, so I've just got to throw it in there. Marto, special reward. Big chance. And of course, you've got a Very Elegant. Did we have it in the Melbourne Cup? Can't remember. Anyway,
Tasty.
And I may have missed the winner.
Remember Treason, man? We put a line through it, and then
he's been hung
put
before.
in all these little quaddies and trifectas and his little.
He should have been put in front of a firing squad for that, the scumbag.
Yeah,
good, thanks for that, Taz. Good on you. Well done.
Gee. You're killing me, boys. You're killing me.
The funny thing, though, Marto, I've actually seen this tip twice now around the traps. She's Ideal down the bottom at 34 skins. I've seen 2 tips for her, the best roughie of the day. Get on, it's just going to run a ball burster. And I'm a bit of a Bjorn, but I'm a Kiwi Swede big fan, and I watch his social media and I watch a few of their trials, but I didn't think she was anything that good. But like, I rate the horse, but I don't mean she was leading up to a big run. I think they're all going to be a bit underdone.
Oh, yeah. They are. I mean, you've got Ice Bath and Hungry Heart now too. You've got to back Ice Bath 3 times before you win on it.
Yeah.
Same with Hungry Heart. She takes a couple of runs to get going too.
Yeah.
She's Ideal. Well, it's not a champion first up, but it's usually thereabouts in the trifecta somewhere. So
yeah.
Maybe Tone's onto something with special reward because it's the only horse that's got to have fitness.
Well, it is, but Very Elegant's been in work for about 4 or 5 weeks now, so she's ready.
Yeah.
Waller's got her ready. It's just the question over the distance, that's all.
Yeah. Hopefully, Tone, you get something here. Hopefully, Cascadian has that big sort of run from behind and
Cascadian flying from behind. Are they going to run on from behind though?
Oh, I don't know. Who knows? We just don't know.
You know, you say they're not going to, and then they do. You say they are, and then they don't. So who knows what Sydney's going to produce, right?
Will that Riondini lead? Will they try to lead, do you think?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, Danny, what gate is he out of? Out of gate 9. Could do, but Rachel King. Jesus.
Well, Colding's going to be up and about. It's going to be, probably sitting second or third from barrier 5. It's going to shoot straight to the rail and push up. I mean, someone's going to come over there. Now, she's ideal. Usually it runs on, but, you never know with Bjorny. He likes turning them upside down. He likes leading. Look at old Frosty last week in the last.
That's
you
right.
just never know. You never know with Bjorny. He likes to push him to the front, tough him
If
out.
Bjorn Baker wants she's ideal out for a fitness run, then he could have Jason Collett stepping her forward from gate 7 and just run her guts out and see how she goes.
I agree.
I'm really concerned about you liking Bjorn so much.
I do like the Kiwi Sweeto. Was on his social media. He gave me a reply too. He gave me a reply, the Kiwi Sweeto.
Did he?
Yeah, he gave me a little shout out.
Brush
He
with
was
celebrity.
all up and about after Jamie Carr slithered all over Frosty for us in the last league last week. And Bjorny's jumping around like an idiot, like I would be. And I just said, mate, the Kiwi Swede in the last has got to be a thing. And he said, Pez, I think you're right. Anyway, 1, 4, 7, and 14, Marto. Evangelic, I'm keen on the toppy. Timmy Clark, House,
yeah, I don't mind this. Like I said, it really looks like there's a lot of rain coming. So we're probably going to go on a soft 7 at best, if not worse. But it could be a heavy 8. So on a wet track, this is a typical Waterhouse spot front runner and doesn't mind the wet. Timmy Clark, he's a good wet track runner as well, jockey as well. The number 4, I think it's rightfully favourite, Snap Dancer. Snap Dancer with J-Mac on for Mara and Eustace. Another one that doesn't mind the wet, probably better in the dry, but she doesn't mind the wet. It's me. Big question mark over this one, how well she's going to come back. She's been sitting out in the paddock for about 18 months.
Yeah.
She's 4 from 4 and she's won on everything.
Yeah.
But she's been out for 18 months. So I'm not sure I could have her on top here, but she's a champion mare.
Yep.
Right. And then we go down to the bottom to the lightweight with Kieran McAvoy on Promise of Success.
Yep.
Another one that could be in the running there. For the quaddie, we're really hoping that Vangelic gets up. That Waterhouse spot have got that one ready, fit, and roaring to go. But I really think it comes down to Snap Dancer and It's Me. For the quaddie, I'd love to see Vangelic win.
Yeah, Tassie reckons you missed one and one of your favourites here in the 3. Taz, is that right?
Yeah, well, I'm surprised. I just thought first up, it really didn't. It didn't get a clear run. Wasn't necessarily in the right part of the track. It goes well first up. I'd like to put a line through its first run.
Should have finished off well.
Yeah, I just think it's a chance. That said,
but the wet track might find her out, I think. I know she's got Nash on. Another good wet track jockey, and he just picks him up off the canvas. But I think the wet, if it is wet, might find her out a bit.
Yeah. Tony, what happens if Marto loses his leg?
Yeah, your quality ticket up.
If we don't have to put a fork in him like a Sunday dinner.
He's done.
I'm done. I'm out.
All right. So if Barney was sort of cheering against you last week too in the third leg of the quaddie because he snuck in the 8 in your leg. So he was hoping
he wanted a bit of value.
He'd still get the quaddie and then you're out because he reckons he's first cab off the ramp. No, Barney.
Barney's given us nothing. He's given you nothing.
Yeah, old Barney's bedazzled mangina. He's given us fuck all. And then he sends little messages to me saying how fat I am and can't pick my nose. So,
come on, Barney, get onto the Facebook page.
I don't think Barney's going to be first up, I tell you. Give you the tip.
The man who lurks in the shadows.
Yes, that's
steals
right.
other people's tips and puts them up as his own.
Well, Barney, as I told you many times, when he eats cereal, he eats it with a fork so he can save milk. Anyway, here we go. Now, Piss has gone the field in the last 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Holy shit. Tone, I've gone 6.
Unbelievable.
I think enough is said. I like the 2. I like the Kiwi Sweden last. I think Matter What's Up here. I've got no idea what's the market mover. Absolutely shocking last start, so it probably wins this week. I love Infinitiano. If that was going to be a bet this week for my life, I probably would be my second bet. this weekend. I reckon it's a really big chance. Tough first up. Barrier 8. You love Barrier 8, Tone. Don't worry about that. And then She's All Class for Waller and McDonald. Bound to win. Tommy Berry's probably going to bookend him with the first. He's on $1.95 hot pot in the first. And I love Timmy Clark and Clary Connors for the old Gerald Harvey in Mokululua as the old roughie. And it's being tipped as well. It's a little bit like She's Ideal, the 11. I think it's going to come in for a little bit of support for Saturday. It must be a wet tracker. I don't know.
Bound to win, Pezza. Bound to win. The numbers are there. Number 10, Barrier 10, 10 out of 10.
Perfect.
Bound to win.
There we go.
10, 10,
So,
10.
well, we had the little subliminal message last week with Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
There we go.
That was a subliminal message last week. And I think this week there's something that's bound to win.
There we go.
There we go.
I like it.
10,
a little bit
10,
self-indulgent there.
Started
on
as a
Muay
bloody
Thai.
brick to the side of the face, but
Marto, that was a little bit self-indulgent there on Muay Thai.
sorry, buddy. I'm just jumping in.
Self-indulgent.
Stealing the thunder.
Okay, here we go. This is where it all gets down to. It all gets serious because poor old peasant Tone, we haven't tipped the winner and shit since I was skinny and Tone had hair. So I don't know what's going on here, Tone. What are we doing?
How many
mate?
weeks
Come
has
on,
it
boys,
been
you
for you,
just-
Pezza? Has it
Oh,
been like
don't
33?
you start, mate. Fucking hell, don't you start. Barney already sends
but-
me messages every week telling me how long it's been.
No, but I'm just curious though, because I remember there was a time that when our good friend Tone tipped
Quick thinker.
that champion and he missed out, if you remember,
Nature strip.
$2,
$1.65.
nature strip, and he was on a streak at the time, and we all bagged him.
Yes.
But no one's been bagging you, and you're on a
Well,
probably.
I think
an
it's
equal-
because I've got the biggest mouth.
Oh, is that what it is?
So if I just keep making noise, everyone sort of goes, oh, yeah.
And then the moment's gone. You can't
know,
get in there.
And then
I'm just
I think
You gotta
that's
stick
right.
up for me,
Everyone
mate.
just- Tone, I think I've just got a big, loud, fat mouth, and no one sort of realizes that I'm on this losing streak of like 108 weeks.
That's it. That's what it is.
That's what it
108
is.
weeks, something like that.
Well,
Fuck off, it's been a while.
hang on. I just want to let our poultry followers know something though, Pezza.
Oh,
You
yeah.
might be on a 108-week losing streak, but you haven't lost
It's
privately.
not 108 weeks.
All right, it doesn't matter.
That's-
Privately, all you're doing, seriously, you're doing more deposits, okay, more internal transfers
Oh,
out from your bloody corporates into your account
oh,
anywhere else. But when you're putting them up on Polty,
oh.
I reckon you're playing for the bookies. You're saying,
Oh,
I'll tip the
mate.
boys these, so I'll get
Ah.
some good prices.
Who's your uncle again? What's his name?
At Hilaire.
Yeah, Ahile, he's fucking after me. Don't worry about that. He's not happy at all. He's had to go out to Chadston to skim a few fucking credit ATMs because I
Geez.
can't pick my nose at the minute. Sorry, mate, and please don't nobble me. Now, Tone, here we go, big man. Now, are you ready?
What's he done? What's he done?
Well, he couldn't tip Reece Jones again, could he? You know, I know he likes the little jock, and he's been 2 weeks on him. He just couldn't do it again, could he?
No, what would you do that? Unless you're Dennis Banks, you wouldn't go after him again, would you? Well,
Oh,
did I see that?
he's done it. My God.
Tassie! Casino kid. Tone's backing up just the way he likes it. He doesn't mind backing up now and then. He doesn't mind backing up now and again there, Tassie. He comes across as a big heterosexual male, and he doesn't like the non-binary folk. But here he is backing up.
I want to hear what he's got to say before I say anything.
Apprentice. So he gets an extra week because he's not one of the already fully fledged criminals out there stealing my money and Pouty familiar every week. So he gets an extra chance. Casino Kid should have won last week, and I hope he's done his times tables this week and can fucking count. And it should just go boom.
2 weeks.
The extra distance coming out of a decent barrier. You know, this is the week. If it doesn't win this week, it's done and dusted. And he's finished. He's on the blacklist as well. So, you know, he's got to, front up at the plate, or he's like yesterday's news.
Now, Marno,
Done
you're
and
pretty
dusted.
keen. You're pretty keen.
Mate, well, if I can say yes, I'm pretty keen on Casino Kid getting out to 2,400, especially if that rain does come. But Tone, so you give the senior jockeys 2 rides and you sack him. But
Yep.
this guy's a kid. He's a 2 kilo claimer, so you've given him a 3rd chance. Is that why you've done it? This is the 3rd ride.
Yes, mate, but it's the horse too, of course. I think, like
Absolutely.
last week, I think it's a bit stiff.
2
Bit
weeks.
stiff.
2 weeks ago.
I was done by one of the Roundup brothers, but, we didn't put it out there to have the Quinella. But, he got me
Spartacus,
again.
what's he got? Pegasus. What was it?
Yeah, listen,
think-
I don't want to get the roundup again. But if you're looking for a Quinella, I'll throw one out for you again.
Oh yeah, what's the Quinella?
There you
I
go.
think it's is it number 4, Flamberge? Is that what it's called?
I
I
don't know.
can't see it. Number 4, I think it is.
All
It
right.
stormed home last start.
The roundup tone. It just
I could see that's
Remember?
what Barney's
Yeah.
doing now.
It's number 3, actually, Taz.
Is it number 3? Is it Flamberge? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it finished
Oh.
4th last start. It was really hammering home.
Mm.
I reckon the extra distance is going to suit. So maybe it'll run second Tone.
Now,
I
Tone,
can just see Barney now putting a line through mine. He just put a big blue ring around yours.
yeah,
So yeah.
talking about blue
He
rings
likes
and
to
Barney.
put a ring around a few things, Barney.
Talking about the old blue ring octopus, old Jace, the 8 arms. We actually know the one of the owners of Casino Kid, Tone, so I'm going to get a bit of mail for you. 2 starts ago, it absolutely brains them over the 1,800, and they were a bit worried about it getting the 1,800. Then they stepped up to 2,000, just got there a bit late. So I think Mardo and Tone, you're pretty keen. It's going to get the 2,400. I'll tell my mate this because they were worried about the 1,800. But anyway,
Tell him Tone's on a good thing here.
Hey, Pezza,
round up.
you know your mates, these guys,
Yeah.
didn't they tip your horse in Adelaide as well?
Oh, don't mention the war, mate.
No, they
Yeah.
did though, didn't they?
Yeah, it comes second to the
To
Chocolate
which
Wheel.
one? To which one?
The Fox.
And
Was
who
it
tipped
Fox?
who tipped the winner there?
Yeah, Peacock.
Sorry, so
The
tell your
Greek, the
mates
Greek Peacock.
if they're looking for a winner, just ask me. Just give them my number direct.
Hey, Mardo, I got this message last week from the boys who
Right.
own Casino Kid, and they just said, doesn't lose.
Wow.
They didn't say moral, but it just said doesn't lose. So Pez is loaded in, and of course,
Oh, no.
but Taz has won the Chocky Wheel. Good on him. But we saved on the $11 Quinella.
We did.
We
We all
did.
did.
Thank
We
Christ.
took extras.
Thank Christ I saved on the old Quinella because, yeah, I loaded up. You know, when you get the message from the boys saying doesn't lose.
The old dreaded stable mail. Do you
Uh,
trust it or you take it with a
yeah.
grain of salt?
yeah, that's true.
Everyone
Yeah.
loves their own horse, don't they?
Yeah. So Casino Kid, Tone, I like it, mate. Backing up. Put a line through, Pez. Here he goes. Caulfield, race 5, number 2. Mallory, she's been scratched from the light fingers up in Sydney, and she's been
Love
brought
it.
down to Melbourne. It's never been trialled better. Its 2 trials have been absolutely phenomenal. And first up was really stiff last time in Rose Hill or whatever it was. Coming home like a train, Tone. I got fucking balked and bashed and slaughtered and fingered, and it was horrible to watch first up. And it's usually pretty peaking first up. Blinkers on for the first time. Brett Preble, I hate him. Has to win.
Good tip. Like it a lot.
Oh,
Like it.
Yes.
You're not
I
going
don't
to get
usually there's
But,
crickets after I say that.
No, not
Well,
this
Rick,
time
you've
round.
got to something to say. I'm just saying that you've gone against one of your favourites here.
Well,
Sports
well, talking about stablemate, my dad's owners is one of the owners of Scorched Earth, and at 360, I just over the 1,200. I think that last 50 it might just, unless it's come on, unless it's going to be rock hard fit. It's you can't say it's not
it
in
will
form.
be, but Caulfield's one of those funny little tracks, and with
Yeah.
it drying out and really hot down there, I think you might find midfield runners, which is where exactly where Mallory's going to be, isn't he?
No, Mallory's going to be there about
He's
3
a
or 4
thief of
pairs back,
Victoria.
and I tell you what, it's going to let down. And geez, I hope Freddie Preble's got the key to this horse because
You're right.
the blinkers are on. It's a bit of a head case.
And,
A bit of a head
yeah,
case.
mate, I've had a look at this one, and her trials are absolutely sensational. She's ready to go. I like it, Pezza.
I like it. 360 to
Brett
$7
Preble,
gets
Brett
us around
Preble.
$22. And then of course we're about $100 for the painting. because we're missing the meat and two veg, which is a really sad thing. But Marto has got bigger things to do to fry. If
That's
you
all right. I'm here to
understand what I
support
mean. So-
Colty. I like your tips this week, boys.
all right, boys, we've got about
Yeah,
a minute
yeah.
to go. A minute to go. What do we got, Taz?
Lale, Mr.
No,
Woodcock, one of the old favourite bookies. There's someone running around on the radio telling a story how he ran into Flemington in the 90s with his plastic bag. Looked like he's coming in with his cut lunch, but it was actually the float for the day and a packet of biscuits for all his customers. He'd hand out a biscuit as they gave him a ticket. Yes, poor old bugger, he's died at, I think he was 90 odd years of age.
Yeah,
and just
right,
recently
right.
died.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of the old favourite bookies that used to run around the tracks.
Yeah, that's pretty
Forget
old
the
school now.
corporate.
Hey.
It's pretty
Yeah,
old
mate,
school
yeah.
now, thinking about bookies with a bag and a float and
Yes,
the bagmen and the pencilers and the
that's
all
right. Yeah,
these-
you don't see him anymore, do you?
all these touching apps. and
Everyone's
stuff
on their
and,
phone.
yeah. Tassie, I hope you are self-indulging on the weekend and hopefully
I
you
will.
show well, Profit's running
Uh,
around again. Profit's around again, Nick. There's no
Yeah, it
reason
is.
why I can't win
Shorter
again.
price.
Mm.
It's a shorter price. Look, I've got a couple that I like up in Doom, and I'll put them up in the bet thread.
Yeah,
But
that thread will be going around.
it's great to see Marto again here.
Yeah, good
Um,
to see
Yeah,
you, mate.
yeah.